Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Today, I put in a lot of effort to get you guys all the most important crypto news into one simple video. We're going to be talking about some coins that pumped, but also some more traditional cryptocurrency news. We're going to talk about Litecoin, the market overview, Avalanche, the Ethereum Supply Shock, a Dutch bank which did some really interesting things about crypto. From that perspective, Crypto.com. We also have to discuss some crazy partnerships about that one. New York's new mayor, which has some crazy policy for crypto. It's really freaking funny. The Brave browser, who's working with Solana. And in general, Solana is a great coin to update you guys on today. We have a little bit about Cardano that I really need to share with you guys. And also a little bit, or actually I think 2 articles about Shiba Inu somewhere at the end. So if this is something for you, make sure you stick around and make sure you press that like button. All right, first of all, guys, let's do actually a quick market overview before we head over into Litecoin, as I personally think right now, the entire market is so extremely bullish, and I'm enjoying it to the freaking fullest, guys. I'm enjoying it to the core. So as it currently stands, I think Ethereum at 4,740 is a start, but it's basically just slowly pushing towards $5,000. Bitcoin, of course, just barely not hitting its all-time high, but getting there is showing the sign, basically, that the entire crypto market and all the participants are bullish, but we need this one little incentive or this very big push with a lot of good volume, which most likely might happen because of some new incentive. Maybe some party puts up some crazy news, or maybe some government puts up something crazy. Just a little push to get over that edge of the all-time high. But the moment that it does happen, I think we'll see a little bit crazier of a rally for Bitcoin before, after a couple of days or weeks, it heading over into altcoins, like actually happened in the previous run as well. Now, BNB and all those freaking exchange coins always doing good. Some of our DeFi toppers doing okay. In terms of percentages, not too fine, but as long as nothing is -7, I consider these things to be doing good. And XRP, of course, had a pretty nice day. It had a pretty freaking nice day. Some coins like Litecoin and whatnot were really pumping today. Most of the coins that we're going to be covering right now actually did pump throughout the day somewhere. Avax was up like 12%. Litecoin was up like 15 or more. So I'm just covering them to make sure that you guys are all on the same pace with what happened. And with Litecoin, I personally think there's one crazy thing that's given it the spike. Litecoin has been extremely undervalued for a long time because, as I've said before, there really isn't that much of an incentive for Litecoin to pump anymore. Before, it used to always be the better version of Bitcoin, but ever since 2017 came about, the kind of the later versions of 2017-18, when the founder also sold a lot of his coins, people started to kind of get frightened about Litecoin, and ever since that point, I really didn't ever cover it in my news anymore, as the people really weren't with the project anymore. Now, that's actually kind of changed. Last couple of months, I have seen quite a lot of people be ecstatic and excited about Litecoin, and I actually do still hold all the coins that I had from a couple of years ago, and I'm not selling it until it goes to a pretty crazy level. Which one that's going to be, I do not know. But if it's not at $1,000, I'm not selling a single piece. And that's because there's always some hype and there's always some benefit to a certain crypto. And for Litecoin, I think it's just kind of funny to look back and see how crazy it's just been pumping over the last couple of hours here. It actually finally crossed this little $200 barrier that we basically had. It's at about $210 or so. But it finally went up about 10-15% to $230 or so. I think it actually just came exactly to about $230 before coming back down, about 229.7. It's interesting to see Litecoin finally move after so many freaking months. It hasn't hit this level in a very, very long time, guys. It was all the way back in September, with one pump exception that it happened. And so it's, again, for all these coins to kind of get back to those levels and start pumping from here on forward. But we needed this, guys. We needed this to kind of set the precedent again that things are bullish. Because otherwise, some people forget that, yes, in a bull market, the entire crypto market pushes up, not just Bitcoin and not just some altcoins. Where to buy Avalanche is as it continues on its monster bull run. Now, I don't really think people are asking themselves, where should I buy it? But the question of where or why should I buy it? And why is it pumping up? I think for Avalanche, there's 3 main reasons. One is Avalanche was not that well known in the crypto market. People are finally starting to get ahead that it's a pretty amazing project. 2, Grayscale just announced the possibility of them actually accepting it as another fund. Or at least kind of adapting on and going further with Avax. And as I personally think, number 3, the utility is really starting to ramp up. Plus, of course, the fact that it's a bull market. Those two go hand in hand. But Avax right now is a very, very solid crypto. Not as undervalued anymore, because the price has just been continuing to grow as time moved on. And I mean, today was even an amazing day. So not as undervalued, but still a gem. And many people that I know predict Avax at $500 not too long from now. And I said before, Avax and Luna are both $60 billion market caps really shortly here. So if you're asking me, these coins will go times 3 in the next couple of months. I'm going to give it, let's say, maximum 3 months that they'll still triple within this time period, because these coins are just going to kind of be slow crawlers, but they're going to go up and up and up. And before you know it, $60 billion market cap for both of these. But I personally am really quite certain that that's going to happen. All right, now moving on over into Ethereum, as we have some juicy news on this one. Here's 3 reasons why the supply shock is closer than you might think. Well, obviously, there's quite a lot of Ethereum which gets burned. I think you guys can all understand. And I don't know if you really need 3 reasons, but the most important one is just the fact that Ethereum became deflationary. And eventually, there's going to be this problem of either there not being enough liquidity anymore, which I don't think is going to be the big problem. But mostly, if I am going to be completely honest with myself, is the fact that, yeah, more and more Ethereum right now gets locked up in these staking protocols, and more is just being held. Well, yeah, and since there's also more and more being burned, well, it's going to get less and less and less and less, right? And with a supply shock, usually I think there's only a benefit, which is that the price is going to skyrocket, because the liquidity, I don't think is really going to go down too much. It's just going to be that people want higher money for the Ethereum that they really want to sell, but the ecosystem itself will keep going around, which basically means there will still be a lot of velocity of the money going around, so to speak, but the values and the transactions particularly will have a higher average value. And for people actually to get rid of their Ethereum out of those protocols, they'll want more, while the liquidity still stays the same. So that's the most optimal scenario out there. But I think Ethereum has a really good chance of staying in that little niche and little area. I just personally expect it to do so. So Ethereum is also a very juicy buy, but that's not new, right? Ethereum, $5,000 minimum. This bull run, minimum $10,000 per Ethereum. So it's going to at least double, I personally think. I think even $20,000 for Ethereum is not too crazy expensive. And funny enough, a couple of months ago, people laughed when we talked about those predictions. All right. Then the Dutch bank, of course, hitting close to home. Dutch bank collaborates with financial authorities to test DeFi P2P lending concept. Not Bitcoin, but a lending concept nonetheless. So the Dutch AFM, the AFM, Authority of Financial Markets, has begun working with the Dutch bank ING on a prospective trial of its DeFi peer-to-peer lending program as part of the AFM sandbox. Notably, ING's Chief Innovation Officer, Annerie Vreugdenhil, said during a presentation at the Singapore FinTech Festival that Bitcoin and other volatile assets will not be accepted as collateral for the application, as per Ledger Insights. ING released a paper on DeFi early this year, which focused on the permissionless AVA peer-to-peer lending protocol, which is actually my all-time best performing crypto ever. If you didn't know, guys, AVA is one of the coins which made me basically who I am today. It's one of the craziest coins I've ever witnessed, and it made me the most amount of money, I think, in any crypto ever. During the month of July, it became evident that AVA was working on a permissioned lending pool aimed at institutions and would be called AVA Arc. So it's very interesting, but we shall see how this is going to continue on, as they have a lot of promises, a lot of ideas. Not that much actually makes it into reality, but the fact that the AFM is now involved, it does show a lot of severity, and it shows the fact that they are really being serious about this, which I am crazy excited about, guys. I'm ecstatic. Even though it might not sound that way, I am really excited about this prospect, because ING is the bank that everybody in the Netherlands would definitely know, and the fact that they're working towards it then, that's just juicy stuff I couldn't imagine. If I tell my grandma, she's going to scream. All right, Crypto.com becomes the first global marketing partner for Twitch rivals. And Crypto.com is a coin that I told you guys a couple of days ago that my friend said, this was not me, is going to go pump like crazy. And they actually did. The friend told me, and I told you guys this in a video as well, buy Crypto.com right now. It's an extremely juicy buy. What am I doing actually here? Why am I scrolling through it? I don't know. I know where Crypto.com is. He told me it's an extremely juicy buy right now. You know what? I can actually look at the text for you guys because I also showed you guys this in a video a little while ago. Let me see. Let me go to WhatsApp. So he said, I asked him basically a little bit more about Crypto.com and about the card. He said, Crow will do well. This is the Thursday, this message, at 11 in the morning. Crow will do well. If you're watching, big shout out to you, my friend. Crow will do well. Chronos EVM chain launching tomorrow. They will announce liquidity incentives as well, and Crow will pump. and I say, where can I actually buy it? And he's like, oh, whatever. There's some other messages in there. But this is basically the premise of what he sent me. And I told you guys about it, of course, because I'm like, well, maybe it will happen. And it actually did, because the price then was about 23 cents. Right now it's about 40, and that was Thursday. So yes, I am crying a little bit that I didn't spend my entire fortune on it, but luckily I did buy a little bit, but not enough where I'm actually happy. I'm like more so not satisfied than happy. Then again, there's a couple other things which came around at the same time. So we got Chronos and everything that Crypto.com is doing on that part. We also, on the other side, have Crypto.com, which became the first global marketing partner for Twitch Rivals. So a lot of things happened at the same time. Crypto.com pumped because of it, and it's been really amazing to kind of watch this go. Crypto.com, however, is in the same kind of batch as BNB, FTT, and all those coins. will just keep doing well over the next couple of months. I'm not exactly sure if I would actually tell people to just go for those coins or other cryptos. I'm like, the most guaranteed cryptos to do well are the coins like FTT, Crypto.com, BNB, just the coins that will keep growing as crypto goes on. There's almost no guarantee that there's going to be a fault in the project itself because they're connected to exchanges. The only risk with those is that the exchange goes completely numb. But with whatever crypto is doing right now, Crypto.com, the crypto, they can't really fail anymore, guys. It's going to be really difficult for them. Then again, also, we just got an update on the Crypto.com supporting the Chronos Across Bridge mainnet launch. Protocol launched its testnet in July 2021 and has since successfully facilitated 1.5 million transactions already. We also covered this already. All right, then about the New York mayor. This is actually really big news. I don't think a lot of people know about it or actually understand fully how important this is. New York's new mayor wants schools to teach about Bitcoin and blockchain. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a very big deal. It's one of the first times where we're actually seeing some of the people this high up just say, hey, we need to start stepping in. We need to start changing things. And oh boy, am I all up for it. I'm all up for it. It took a long time to get a mayor like this going, specifically in New York City, where the rules on crypto are so conservative for so freaking long. But it's taken some very, very big boy steps, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm very, very happy to see it. Moving on, guys, we have the Brave browser, which I think everybody in the crypto space by now knows. But more importantly, it's the Solana side of things, which obviously you would not connect to BAT, which is obviously Brave browser's native token, BAT. You don't really connect it to, but apparently Brave browser now has integrated Solana dApps into their browser. And as it stands here, Brave will natively integrate the Solana blockchain. They have announced plans to support Solana dApps within its privacy-focused browser. Integration will be completed within the first half of 2022, and Solana will implement Themis, a privacy-by-design advertising protocol, on its network. And so, we're making steps to decentralize the internet. Wow, yay, wow. We're making some steps into the right direction, guys, and I'm all up for it. Until now, Brave had only supported Ethereum and the Binance Smart Chain powered browser-powered wallets and DEX aggregators, but the team will now add Solana to the supported networks under its multi-chain strategy, and I'm really loving it, guys. I'm really loving it. I'm really loving it because they're making some big steps to decentralize the internet. And as I said before, I'm all up for that type of stuff. Now, I also just noticed, and I think this is kind of funny, that a crypto analyst said that Solana is going to $900, and the easiest thing I can say is, yes, it's going to. But we don't need an analyst to say it like that, and obviously you can't really back your thoughts up, except for saying it just makes logical sense for Solana to keep pumping because it's such a good crypto. Because honestly, if you ask me, what could be the best reason why Solana will pump? It's pretty difficult. I mean, it's extremely good, don't get me wrong. But Solana at $900, there's no real one answer I can give you. There's no real importance at $900 or so. It's just Solana is extremely fast. Decentralized is... It's okay decentralized. It's a lot of validators nowadays, actually. It's very fast, extremely efficient, very cheap. It has a lot of benefits, and it's properly decentralized now, actually, looking at the validators, but that was a little bit of an issue in the past for Solana. But in terms of speed and things like that and ecosystem growth, they're doing really properly amazing. So from that perspective, got to give it to them. It's definitely the Ethereum killer that people decided a long time ago it's going to be. It's doing exactly that right now. Here's after a $17,500 percentage rally in 2021. Does the Ethereum killer, Solana, have more steam left? I think so. I think this coin will just keep growing as time moves on. And how fast? It's a little bit of a question. When will $900 be hit? I don't know. Is it going to happen? I honestly think so. Because right now, let's quickly see the Solana price. Right now, as it currently stands, the Solana price is 245. So it's not even times 4 that we have to witness. Yeah, this is not difficult, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. $900, or sorry, guys, yeah, $900. Let's say times 3.5, but let's say times 4, putting the market cap let's say about, if it goes to $900, it's about half of Ethereum's market cap, if my math is anywhere correct. It's about half of Ethereum's market cap. Nah. Let's put Solana $1,000 target as a baseline. More. It's not even high enough. $1,000 per Solana is not even high enough. And you'll notice, right, these prices are we're so early into all this stuff that these prices look crazy, but really they aren't. Really, they are not. It's just people's perception is not great enough. Again, look at this article that I have in front of me right now. Milestone. Cryptocurrency market value blows past $3 trillion. $3 trillion. If I told you guys that this would happen 5 years ago, that we'd be at $3 trillion in 2021, you would have slapped me in the face for smoking. No, let's not say that. You would slap me in the face for being too crazy. Let's put it like that. But yeah, it didn't hit $3.3 trillion like it says right there. That is the CoinGecko pricing. No other aggregators use that pricing. On most platforms, hit about 2.9, sometimes 2.8, like CoinMarketCap and LiveCoinWatch. But it did do really extremely well. And I do think that, again, the crypto market is going to become 100, 200, and eventually I think even half. Let's put it at 600 actually of my own prediction, because that was something I predicted a little while ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, that crypto was going to be $600 trillion big by 2020. Sorry, guys, 2040. Wow. And I still kind of stand by that, but it might even be 2030 when we are at about 100 trillion or so, because the way that it moves right now is going to go so ridiculously fast. And you might think, oh, it's taking such a long time, That's all relative. If we're talking about the way in which this stuff is changing the world, it's going so extremely fast. And I still think that the crypto market will grow times 30 in the next 5 years. It wouldn't be, I think maybe even shorter than that. Let's just put 2025 here as a baseline for when we're definitely going to be above 10 trillion, but most likely closer to 100 trillion than to 10. Having said that, this is just me ranting on a little bit. Cardano, extremely undervalued right now. And I keep sharing that with all my friends, all my people, but people don't want to listen. All right, whenever I tell them that, they're like, no, Cardano is extremely undervalued. And even, you know what, guys, a little bit after this one, I'm going to be making a video about some of the most undervalued cryptos right now in DeFi and Metaverse. If you guys are interested in that type of stuff, make sure you press that like button. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I am building these videos for you guys. As I said before, my goal is to make sure that every viewer of this channel becomes at least a lot wealthier than they are right now. And even though I do not provide financial advice, I do try to give tips and tricks on how to do well in the crypto space that I think would work. Now, Cardano's DEX, decentralized exchange, confirms first transaction with the Yoroi dApp connector. Why is this important? Well, because we're making steps for DeFi on Cardano. We're making some very big strides. And as I've said before, and I'll say it again, Cardano is such a solid project. You know they'll do well. The only thing is they've been a little bit slow. And in the crypto space, being slow is definitely not appreciated right now. But as time moves on here, it will be more and more appreciated, more and more normal. And I think that Cardano is going to be one of the craziest / best projects in the space, and it'll stay that way most likely for a very long while. It's already big, but it will just keep getting bigger if you ask me, as there's going to be one point, like this week, next week, or something like that, where there's going to be a crazy freaking pump, and it's going to mesmerize a lot of people, but it's going to be worth it. I think it's necessary. All right, Robinhood rival lists Shiba. NFL player Brandon Kings buys more Shiba. And Shiba Inu compared to .com bubble. Right. What's just going on here? What is going on here? Well, last Friday, Tasty Works, the brokerage firm Chicago fintech Tasty Trade, officially announced a listing for Shiba Inu. Now, while Robinhood is not doing that, a lot of other platforms, like for example, public.com, are trading it now, which are some competitors from Robinhood. An NFL player, Brandon King, has actually bought more sheep. Apparently, he bought 817 million sheep, or about $60,000 worth, which is rather interesting. Previously, a YouTuber, or Funny Mike, actually bought that amount. I'm not sure exactly how much this guy then bought. Who cares? They're buying Shiba. Interesting. Elon Musk support Dogecoin co-founder against hype in crypto. We talked about that already before. And Bedrock founder Geoff Lewis. Shiba Inu is the pets.com of crypto. Interesting to kind of think about that. Yeah, I guess it's true though, right? From the perspective that Shiba Inu is doing really well right now, and it has even more followers than Ethereum. It's also one of the craziest petitions ever on Robinhood. Nobody knows if it's going to go plump to the freaking moon or actually go to zero, because the way in which people are investing right now, the amount of money they're putting in, it's not really healthy. And so if you ask me, there's a 50-50 chance of Shiba Inu pumping to the freaking moon. But there's also a good chance you're going to literally lose all your money. And I have invested in Shiba, and I'm literally going into it with that idea. It might go nuts. It really might. You never know, guys. People saying, oh, you talk about Shiba. It might go crazy, but it literally could go to zero. And the reason I talk about this meme coin, hype coin, is mostly from the perspective that I honestly think it's more popular than almost any crypto out there in the entire world. It's almost irresponsible of me as a crypto news channel to not cover the most traded crypto in the entire world at some points, because it literally had more volume than Bitcoin, Ether, and all those coins a couple of days ago. So yeah, it would be irresponsible for me not to do that. So even though I'm not really a meme coin enthusiast, you can't really get around this one. And then Crypto Whale just bought 20 trillion Shiba Inu tokens for $1.13 billion, while Petition to list Shiba Inu on Robinhood gets 500,000 signatures. At least that's what it said. A new thing on, or new registry, block registry, whatever. On November 7th, a block registered on Etherscan showing a single transaction for 20 trillion Shiba Inu coins. Okay. So apparently, that's worth about 1.13 billion US dollars, and the purchase originated at crypto.com per the screen image below. It's not really clear what exactly happened. Nobody really knows, but it's very freaking interesting, and it's left the entire crypto market wondering what's going on. And the fact that Shiba Inu is just getting more and more popular with more and more signees every single day is making people wonder as well. Is there a big whale who just bought a lot of Shiba because they know that Robinhood is coming along? Or was it Crypto.com who's going to do this for liquidity? Or what happened? What's going on? Is it Crypto.com just moving their money around? There's a lot of different explanations for it. There's a lot of them. But it's very interesting to watch this. At least I've been very interested to watch this. I'm actually seeing now it's from to. Let's actually see what they're saying here. So I don't think they actually put up exactly what happened. I didn't check too far into this stuff, guys, because I actually really don't care, to be completely honest with you. Just wanted to let you guys know that it happened. But even if we knew who it went to, now what's going to change? I don't really know. I don't really know exactly what is going to change. It's not clear what the impact of such a move would be. I mean, nothing really happened just quite yet, but sometimes it takes a couple of days for it to come into effect. No. Not really too sure. But all right, guys, that was it for today's video update. We covered a lot of different crypto. We covered a lot of important stuff. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you press the like button and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more of these crypto updates. I try my best to provide you guys with all the most important crypto news as soon as possible. So if you guys are appreciative of that, make sure you press the like button. And adios, amigos. Have a very nice day.